Hi everyone, this is Khushboo Chokshi and I hope you are studying well and preparing well for your November 2020 examination. What I've come up with is the study plan for your last day, that is the days before your examination, what to study, how to study and how to go about it. So quickly discussing, you have a 70-30 type of examination. 70% you'll have descriptive type of questions, 30 marks will be MCQ type of questions. In both these type of questions, 60% of your portion is attributable to the Companies Act, and the balance 40% is applicable to the other acts, which is your Contract Act, Negotiable, General Clauses, Interpretation. So that is how the acts are distributed. Now once you're done with your first paper and once you come home, what you have to do first and foremost is forget about what you've written for your first paper. Do not discuss your paper with your friends. Do not come back, check your books as to whether you've written the answers correctly or not. Once you've handed over the paper, whatever is written in the paper does not matter at all, but what you do for your next day does matter. So what you have to do is do not discuss, come home and start studying for the next paper. What I generally used to do is like take a quick 30-minute nap, and once I get up then I start studying for the next paper. So that is how probably you can do it. So once you've given the paper on the first day, on the day when you've given your accounts paper, what you will do is you will start with the Indian Contract Act and you will do the interpretation of statutes. So these are the two acts that you will be doing on the first day. Okay, so Contract Act and the interpretation of the statutes will be done on the first day. Then on the second day, when you get up, you're more fresh because you know it's a new day. Start with the Companies Act because it's the most important topic. It's like 60% of the paper is attributable to Companies Act. So second day morning, start with the Companies Act and end the day with the Negotiable Instruments Act. On the third day, that is on the exam day, first start with the General Clauses Act because that's the only act which is pending and it's a smaller act, so you'll quickly finish it and then do like a quick revision of all the points that you've done on the previous days. How do you read the content before the examination? First and foremost, the most important thing is do not read anything new on the last day. Even if your friend tells you that the notes are very important or the notes are very helpful for quick revision, do not read anything new. Do not watch any new video on the last day. Study or view anything that you've already done in the past. Do not start with anything new. Do not touch anything new. So you start reading what you've done. Make sure you go through all the content which is given in your book and try memorizing it. You would already know it, so you just have to brush through so that you remember all the points that are given in your book. But make sure that you read everything, you don't skip out anything on the last day. Okay, now coming to the questions that you have to answer, you have a descriptive type of questions and the case study type of questions. So in the descriptive type of questions, always remember that this is a CA examination, so the length of your answers is not relevant, the content of your answers is relevant. So you don't have to sit and write 10 pages for one answer to get more marks. Even if you write 2 lines and you've written the correct answer, you will get your marks. So no filling up papers to get more marks because that's not going to help you. In fact, it will ensure that you don't finish your paper. Coming to case study type of questions, 3 points you have to remember. In the case study type of questions, once you read the facts of the case, you will know what section number and what act they are referring to. So you start your answer with as per section this of this act, whatever the section is. If you do not remember the section, it's perfectly okay. The marks will not be deducted for not mentioning the section numbers. So if you don't remember it, just say as per the Indian Contract Act or as per the Companies Act, whatever. As per this act, this is the provision of the law. So you don't have to write section numbers. If you remember, well and good. If you don't, it's fine. Do not write wrong section numbers because that will ensure that the marks are deducted. Okay. So if you're very confident, write the section number. If you don't remember, forget about it. Then you write the facts of the case. Now you don't have to copy the facts of the case from the question paper. You have to write the facts in your own language and it has to be short and sweet. Do not write the entire thing in your paper which is given like in the question paper. And the third part is answering as to how the facts of the case and the law, like how will the law impact the current facts of the case. So this is how your answer will look in the case study type of questions. And yeah, so that is probably it. And once you have given the paper, ensure that you come home, you don't discuss law, you don't read through the textbooks to see if you've answered correctly, similar to what you did in your first paper, and go ahead and study for the third paper. So that is it. I hope you answer the papers well, and all the very best for your examination. Thank you.